145 horsepower, radar-assisted systems, and a completely new chassis. The new BMW R 1300R is more than just a facelift. It aims to make a clear statement in the naked bike segment and, above all, to be more sporty. So let's dive into the details of the new 2025 model. What exactly has been updated or improved? What's been improved and for whom is it worth upgrading from the previous R 1250R model? We'll also take a look at the competition. How does the new BMW fare in comparison?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The heart of the new R 1300R remains the classic air and liquid-cooled two-cylinder boxer engine. The 145 horsepower achieves its maximum output at 7,750 revolutions per minute. 149 Nm of torque kicks in at 6,500 RPM, and the revving pleasure has been significantly enhanced, now extending all the way up to 9,000 RPM. That means more punch in the mid-range, better responsiveness at the top end, and the typical boxer character remains intact. All this with a new engine casing that is significantly lighter and more compact than its predecessor, much like the new R 1300 GS, which also utilizes the same advanced drive system. Differences primarily lie in the setup. While the GS is finely tuned for maximum versatility in travel enduro use, the engine of the R 1300R has been specifically honed for superior road performance. A lot has also changed with the chassis. For the first time, BMW is incorporating a steel shell frame paired with an aluminum rear frame. This new chassis is designed to deliver greater stiffness and a more evenly balanced weight distribution. Up front, there's a new 47mm upside-down fork, and at the rear you will find the further developed EVO paralever swing arm. Optionally, the R 1300R can be equipped with the new Dynamic Suspension Adjustment, or DSA. A special feature, the spring rate of the telescopic fork is electronically adjustable for the first time on a production motorcycle. While electronic suspensions like Dynamic ESA, which adjust damping and sometimes even spring preload, have been around for a while, the targeted adjustment of the spring rate on the telescopic fork isn't as straightforward. In this form, it's a first in series production and thus represents a genuine milestone for BMW. With the transmission, BMW is also forging innovative new paths. The ASA, the Automated Shift Assistant, not only replaces the traditional quickshifter, but can also handle clutch engagement almost entirely on its own. Even though the clutch lever remains in place, it is no longer necessary during actual riding. When starting, stopping, or in traffic, it automatically disengages, so you can drive entirely without using the clutch. Those who prefer can still intervene manually. Thus, BMW combines automatic comfort with the freedom of classic shifting, according to the driver's preference. The ASA, however, is optional and not included as standard, meaning it's only available at an additional cost. But how much does this tech boost change the driving feel compared to the predecessor model?
Comparison with the R 1250R. What has been improved?
The BMW R 1250R was already a refined roadster, 136 horsepower, shift cam engine, plenty of electronics, balanced ergonomics. The new R 1300R steps up in almost every way. The R 1250R had 136 horsepower and 143 Nm. The R 1300R delivers 145 horsepower and 149 Nm. The new model delivers greater peak performance, with a top speed reportedly reaching 240 km per hour, while also offering enhanced punch in the mid-range due to new tuning and optimized airflow. Both feature shift cam technology, which means a variable valve control that switches between two camshaft profiles depending on engine speed and load. As a result, a smoother power delivery is achieved at lower RPMs, while at higher RPMs, a more responsive and sporty performance with increased power and torque is available. Chassis and weight. A new frame replaces the previous bridge frame design. Now new, the steel frame with sheet metal shells, the aluminum rear saves weight. There are now lighter wheels with a reduction of 1.4 kilograms stated here. The rear tire has also increased in width from 180 to now a 190 rear tire. The The ready-to-ride weight is listed at 239 kilograms for both. The permissible total weight is now 460 kilograms. The fuel tank capacity remains unchanged at 17 liters. Suspension. The R1250R is equipped with a 45mm upside-down fork in the front and a paralever swing arm with a central spring strut at the rear, optionally with dynamic ESA. The R1300R now comes with a new 47mm upside-down telescopic fork at the front, optionally with electronically adjustable damping, and at the rear an evolved Evo paralever swing arm also available with DSA. Additionally, the wheelbase has been slightly shortened, both the R1250R and R1300R. According to BMW, this is intended to enhance agility, provide clearer feedback, deliver sportier handling, and ensure more direct steering response. Assistance systems and comfort features include ASA instead of the traditional quick shifter, along with the new riding assistant, which incorporates 2 radar-supported systems, both available as optional upgrades. ACC, or Active Cruise Control, an adaptive cruise control system that measures the distance to the vehicle ahead using a radar system and automatically adjusts the speed. The system operates all the way to a complete stop, braking automatically as needed and accelerating again once the road ahead is clear. Especially convenient on longer stretches or intense city traffic. FCW Front Collision Warning, an early warning system for potential collisions. It detects via radar whether a rear-end collision is imminent and warns the driver visually on the TFT display and also acoustically. In particularly critical situations, the system can even enhance brake readiness further. Both systems originate from automotive technology and were specifically adapted for motorcycles, including consideration of lean angles and typical motorcycle riding behavior in traffic. This is intended to bring a plus in comfort and safety. Then we also have the electronically adjustable suspension, but we've already covered that. Navigation preparation with electronic unlocking via the BMW Connected Ride Cradle enables the smartphone to be effectively used as a navigation device. The unlocking is done electrically with a simple button press on the handlebar. That means no more fiddling with mechanical mounts or clamps, making it hassle-free. The smartphone stays securely in place and can be easily removed once the ignition is turned off. Standard features include 3 riding modes: Rain, Road, and Eco. Additionally, there's an engine braking control system, lean-sensitive ABS Pro, DTC traction control, and a large 6.5-inch connectivity TFT display. Optional features include the Pro riding modes with Dynamic and Dynamic Pro, Automatic Shift Assistant ASA, Dynamic Suspension Adjustment DSA, Headlight Pro with cornering lights, and Riding Assist with ACC and FCW. Thus, BMW provides a highly comprehensive yet modular assistance landscape. Design and ergonomics. Let's move on to the headlights. Standard equipment includes a new octagonal full LED headlight. Optional, there's the Headlight Pro system featuring adaptive cornering light, which automatically adjusts to the inside of the curve when leaning. Additionally, the system includes a welcome light that activates when you turn on the ignition, as well as a goodbye light that engages when you power down the machine. The lighting technology aims not just to boost visibility, but also to greatly improve sight itself. Especially on winding roads at night, there's a sportier seating position, but with a slightly forward-leaning posture. The handlebar sits flatter, the mounts were moved further back and slightly higher. This results in a more active riding experience with increased pressure on the front wheel, yet it stays comfortable, at least that's what BMW claims. The ergonomics stay long-distance friendly yet are distinctly tailored for riders seeking a more dynamic experience on the road. More seat options are available, ranging from especially low versions for smaller riders to highly cushioned touring models, some even featuring dual-level seat heating for both rider and passenger. The new seat design is also intended to improve freedom of movement and reduce pressure points. In comparison, a whole range of technologies and features are now new. The new ASA replaces the previous Pro Shift Assistant but offers more automation. Radar-based ACC and FCW are making their debut in the Roadster class, while earlier models were equipped only with standard cruise control. Also new is the electrically adjustable spring rate on the telescopic fork, along with the electronic unlocking mechanism for the navigation mount. The previous dynamic ERSA has been replaced by the advanced DSA suspension system, which now additionally takes into account spring rate and load. Eliminated, however, are traditional mounting mechanisms for navigation preparation, as well as the previously optional comfort package, which has been replaced by targeted individual options. Price comparison: the 2024 R1250R started at €15,490 in Germany. For the 2025 R1300R, it begins at €16,450 in Germany. The price increase of around €1,000 is clearly reflected in the technology and features. The new model clearly surpasses the old base in its standard features overall. 4 model variants are available: the base variant, the classic version with full standard equipment, simple design, and a functional layout. Exclusive focuses on elegant styling with unique paint options and premium finishes, for example, in racing blue. Performance caters to sport-oriented drivers, featuring enhanced design elements like motorsport spoilers, sport seats, and DTC shift mode for added driving dynamics. Option 719 Kilauea, the most refined variant with exclusive special paintwork, premium milled components, shadow or storm finishes, and further customization options. Each variant is meticulously designed to cater to a distinct audience, spanning from purist to luxurious and from sporty to style-conscious. How does the R1300R compare to the competition?
Competition in our sights. Where does the new BMW stand?
In the naked bike segment with over 120 horsepower, there are strong competitors, but hardly any with as broad a range of applications as the R1300R. Ducati Monster 1200S or the 937 at 213 kilograms, it's lighter, sportier tuned with 147 horsepower in the S or 111 in the 937. No shaft drive, less touring capability, BMW counters with better comfort, stability and high-tech features. Indian FTR 1200, 123 horsepower, 115 Newton meters from a 1,203 cubic centimeter V-twin. Less power, but smooth across the rev range. Trellis frame, sporty riding position and fully adjustable suspension with a cartridge upside-down fork at the front. The fuel tank is positioned under the seat, lowering the center of gravity to improve handling significantly. Far fewer electronics and assistance systems compared to the BMW, no driveshaft, no radar-based ACC or FCW, and no electronically adjustable suspension. The Indian FTR 1200 is aimed at character riders who value the look, sound, and feel of a V-twin. It's more emotional, but it's not nearly as versatile or as high-tech as the R1300R. Yamaha MT-10. 998 cubic centimeters, around 160 horsepower, crossplane 4-cylinder. Significantly cheaper, but less refined in build quality. No radar-assisted systems, no shaft drive. Triumph Speed, triple 1200 RS, 180 horsepower, Öhlins suspension. Very sporty, aggressive seating position, less long-distance comfort. Conclusion: the R1300 Rand isn't the most powerful, not the lightest, but the most balanced combination of technology and everyday usability, comfort and character. As the only model with a boxer, shaft drive, radar and electronic suspension, it stands pretty much alone. But who should actually go for the R1300R, and who is it not for?
Target group, areas of application and conclusion.
The new R1300R clearly appeals to riders who want technology and comfort in a sporty package. Touring enthusiasts, whether traveling as a pair or with luggage, benefit from the new luggage system, shaft drive and assistance technology. Sporty enthusiasts, who don't need a racetrack but value dynamism and agility in everyday life. Riders transitioning from the GS or the RT, the R1300R is lighter, lower, yet familiar in character. Less suitable for beginners. Power and weight demand prior experience. Or also not for extreme sports riders. Here, the final sharpness in geometry and peak performance is missing. BMW has redefined the classic Roadster. More sporty, more intelligent, more modern. The R1300R remains a genuine boxer at its core, but now equipped with more future, or at least more future technology, than ever before. What do you think? Is this the ultimate all-rounder for you, or would you opt for a different naked bike instead?